Brian Peters with you on this Thursday, August the 5th, for the Weather Xtreme video. Hope that you're having an opportunity to stay cool as the heat just keeps rolling along, but we may have a bit of a break. Let's take a look at some skycam imagery this morning, and I love this shot from Trussville. A little sun peeking through some cirrus clouds as it's coming over the horizon. A little harder to see the sun down at Demopolis because near that camera there are some trees, but the sun's still rising down there. And then how about a great shot of the battleship Alabama? Looks like there's a few low clouds down there at the mouth of the Mobile Bay. We're still dealing with high pressure at the surface, but we do have a little bit of hope for at least a slight break. And by a slight break, I mean maybe a few degrees, like maybe 3 to 5 or so. You see the cold front lying across the U.S., stretching from the northern part of New England down through the Ohio River Valley and into Oklahoma. And that's going to sag our way, and that should help to give us a few more clouds, a little bit better chance for showers with a little more improved coverage. And in the upper atmosphere, with the 500 millibar pattern overlaid on the water vapor imagery, we can see that those thunderstorms in the central U.S. have sagged a little bit further south from yesterday. And in addition to that, there is a fairly strong trough coming across through the westerlies that is in the Great Lakes area right now, and that's going to at least make its influence felt by pushing the front down our way. But in the meantime, the appearance of that front is certainly nice, but it's not a very strong cold front. So the bottom line is it's still quite hot, and these are readings at 5 a.m. this morning, and look at those, some 80-degree readings there in the lower Mississippi River Valley. Across central Alabama, we're running generally about mid to upper 70s, and so fairly typical of our last little bit of our last few days and last couple of weeks maybe as well. QPF-wise, the main focus for rain is going to be in at least the southeastern quarter of the United States with that frontal system. And that frontal system has also prompted the Storm Prediction Center to outlook an area for slight risks stretching from extreme northeastern Mississippi all the way up into New England. And that area will sag southward on day 2 and brings a slight risk across the southeast from northern Louisiana all the way across central and southern Alabama, a lot of Georgia, into the coastal Carolina area. The main threat for all of this is going to be the instability related to that front and the possibility of damaging wind. Tropics are relatively quiet, watching 2 areas. The orange one there is the remnants of Colin, and the other one is the massive clouds we've seen move through the Caribbean. And as you can see, neither of them on the satellite imagery looking very healthy in terms of developing into any kind of tropical system. This is the 06Z GFS model run, and as you might expect today, we're going to see isolated showers and thunderstorms. That trough does deepen just a little bit, especially on the eastern half of the country, and so a cold front will sag into the area and on Friday, and this should help to at least increase rain chances and especially rain coverage areas. So if you've been missed like I have for the last several days, perhaps you'll have a little better chance for Friday and Saturday. You can see that the trough digs in a little bit more. It's still not especially strong, but it's strong for this time of year, and that should bring the threat of showers and thunderstorms down into central and south Alabama. And again, hopefully the coverage will be a little bit greater. But as the trough exits on Sunday, that means that we'll get back to the possibility of isolated, and with the isolated being probably central to south Alabama, as we do see just a slight drop in the humidity levels. On Monday, the strong ridge, the strong upper ridge, comes back into play, and we see that ridge over us on Tuesday. So once again, the heat just seems to return, and there's the ridge again on Wednesday. And along with these upper air patterns, the bottom line is isolated at best in the way of chances for early or afternoon and early evening showers and thunderstorms. And in the upper atmosphere again, back on Thursday, A week from today, we see that the ridge has migrated a little further to the west, and that's certainly good for us, but we're still under the eastern fringes of it, as we have been for quite some time. And then finally on Friday, the 13th of August, there you go. There's the ridge. We're still on the eastern side, but maybe we'll see some effects of that strong low moving through central Canada. Now, out into Voodoo country, the ridge is still there. Remember yesterday, the Voodoo country was indicating maybe we would see a fairly strong trough. And indeed, it's gone. So the GFS keeps teasing us, and the ridge back with us, and pretty much the ridge stays with us even out through the 20th. So the bottom line is just same old, just heat, humidity, with a slight break, especially on Saturday and Sunday in terms of the temperatures, and Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, just simply because of the presence of the front, more clouds, and maybe we'll see at least a drop of 5 degrees or so in our afternoon temperatures, get us away from those record values. Well, thanks for tuning into the Weather Xtreme video. I hope that you have a great day. Be sure to stay cool, and I'll have the next Weather Xtreme video posted around 7:30 or 8 on Friday morning. Have a great day, and Godspeed.
Each day there are new stories to tell about the people who live here and the place we call home.
All of the faces that I see, all of the places close to me, they're all part of all the best things about home.
Sharing your stories on ABC 3340, Alabama's news leader.